Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, and today I want to talk about why staying in your comfort zone can lead to a miserable life. And I'm going to justify why I said miserable in this video. I do want to point out, too, that I am using a new Lume Cube on the top of my camera. This is my second time filming this video, but when I uploaded them, it was just too dark. And I was like, dude, I know I have a light somewhere, and I have a $180 light on the top of my camera that I forgot that I had until now. So if it looks better, I'm gonna post this one, and yeah, let's go from there, man. So staying in your comfort zone leads to a miserable life. Okay, so I want to make it a point by saying that people will do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure. If you've watched any of my other videos recently, you've heard me say this before. People typically don't change because change is uncomfortable. Okay? So what do we do instead? Well, instead of doing something that can potentially lead us to have a better life, we're going to opt for staying where we're at right now because that's what's familiar to us. That's what we know how to do. That's what we're comfortable with. It's not painful. And pain doesn't have to be like sharp pain. Pain can be you're feeling sad, angry, frustrated, depressed. You could be mentally exhausted. That could be just tiring. That could be a form of pain. Or physical pain, like I'm in a wheelchair, so I was hit by a drunk driver. That's physical pain, right? So you're going to be surprised. Like humans typically live in a lot of pain, and we're not really aware of that because it's something that happens on like a subconscious level. We don't really think about it, but I'll give you some examples as to different ways that we experience pain and why that can just lead to you living a miserable life. So if you let's look at the winners and the losers, okay? Losers are people that will not do what they need to do in order to jump the fence and to get the things that they want. And then you got winners, people like myself and people much more successful than I am that will do whatever it takes in order to get the things that we want. So let me give you some examples, and that's what we're going to go on with this video, okay? So example number one, let's say that you're a single guy. So 97 and 98% of guys watch my channel, so I'm going to act like I'm talking to dudes here, okay? So if you're a single guy and you are trying to find a girl, like you're trying to get in a relationship, well, if you're single right now and you struggle when it comes to meeting new people, and most men will, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you fit in this category. Dude, I'm in a wheelchair, and on some days like today, I can go up and talk to fucking anybody. And then days like yesterday, I talked to a few people, and I was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to work out and then go home. All right? So with that being said, that if you struggle with your social skills, especially when it comes to approaching women, just know everybody does that. Everybody has that anxiety because that is meeting new people is a form of change. And remember, I just said we don't like change, right? So if you want to meet a new girl, you're going to have to go out of your way to introduce yourself to these girls. And because dating is a numbers game, you are likely going to have to meet a lot of different women before you find a girl that will be like, yeah, I want to hang out with you. Yeah, I want to go on a date with you. And eventually I'll have sex with you, and then I want to be in a relationship with you. Okay, it's a numbers game. But in order for you to meet this girl, you have to get out of your little sissy comfort zone. Oh, I feel so safe being by myself. Or, oh, she's over there working out. Oh, but she's so cute. I just don't know how to talk to her. What do I say? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, but she's in the middle of a set right now. These are all excuses, bro. You're justifying in your head why you can't approach her at the moment, because this is really, even though you're justifying not approaching her, look at your behavior. Your actions are controlled by this fear of rejection. So instead of meeting this girl who could very well reject you, you're going to come up with excuses to stay where you are and to stay being single. All right? The reason why this happens is if you understand how the brain works from a psychological and biological standpoint, the brain is going to, the thoughts we have in our head about not meeting that girl, not starting that business, not learning that new skill and then using it, these are all survival mechanisms that your brain's firing off. Your brain, when something new happens, this is why people don't like change. When change happens, when you have an opportunity to do something new that you're not comfortable with, your brain is going to fire off chemicals in your head like cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and that's going to put you in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. Okay? This is a natural survival response. Most people will choose to run away or freeze. This is why people don't change, because it's safer to not meet this girl than it is to just be okay being by yourself. And you would think from like, I said biological, but I meant evolutionary. You would think from a reproductive standpoint that the brain would be like, oh yeah, bro, go meet that chick. Your kids would look great. Unfortunately, based on your childhood experiences about rejection and abandonment, if you guys had if your parents had a shitty relationship, or like in my case, my dad cheated on my mom, that's going to shape your ability to go and meet new people. You might not believe that, but everything that happens in your childhood dictates who you become as an adult. All right. So in this situation, then, it's more pleasurable to go. It can be more pleasurable to meet this girl, but your brain is going to do things to make you stay here and not talk to that girl. All right. So that's example number one. So if in order to get out of your comfort zone here, and in this case, not live a miserable life and actually go and date the girl that you want to date, you have to approach her. There's a couple different ways that you could do this, but it ultimately comes down to either just saying like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to go and meet this girl. And that's what you should do. You should not, do not put an outcome on this, okay? If there's a girl that you think's attractive, if you say, I'm going to talk to this girl and I'm going to get her number, if you don't get that girl's number, you're going to make it 10 times harder to approach another girl. I promise you. You should look at that girl and say, she's cute, I want to get to know who she is, and then walk up and say, hey, excuse me, what's your name? I'm telling you right now, bro, if you stick an outcome to meeting a girl, you're going to fuck yourself in the long run, because most women are going to say no to you. All right? So that's example number one. Number two, let's say you want to start a business. Your comfort zone, if you've never started a business, you're going to come up with excuses such as, I don't know what business to start. I have an idea, but I don't know how to start it. I don't have enough information to start it. I don't have enough money to start it. I'm not skilled enough to start it. I don't know how to sell my product. I don't know how to talk to customers. I don't know how to, you see what I'm doing here? I'm coming up with excuses to not start this business. That is my brain, my internal dialogue telling me not to do it, because that's change and that's uncomfortable. That is a form of pain. And if you choose to live life avoiding pain, you are being controlled by pain, okay? Because your actions, your inner dialogue is going to tell you, don't start that business. You don't know what you're doing. It's scary. Stay in your 9-to-5 that you absolutely fucking hate. I know you're not getting paid enough money and you want to quit this job so bad, but you know what? Don't start that business where you can potentially make more money. Quit your job, work a job that you want, live the life that you want. Don't do it. That's too scary. Please stay in your 9-to-5. Okay? That's what your brain's telling you. So from a guy that's been doing this since 2016 in the marketing side, the coaching thing I'm starting, this is brand new. I didn't have to start this coaching business, but I'm trying to. So at the time of filming this video, I have a very small YouTube channel, but I'm at 100 subscribers. A month ago, I was at 0. Look at me, I'm pumping out videos left and right designed to help people like you live a better life, because this is what I want to do. I want to start a coaching business where I can help other people and then I can make more money on the side. I enjoy helping other people and the money's going to come as a byproduct. But in order for me to start this business, I don't know. I've never started a coaching business. I've gotten clients in the past and I've made my clients money from the marketing thing. So I know how to get customers. And because I know how to get customers, that's enough information for me to just being able to say, you know what, I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to keep posting on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. And eventually, the more I do this, the more I continue to put content out there. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. If they hate it, good. That's not the person I want to work with. If the person loves it and they want to work with me, that's the person I want to work with, because that's the person that I could probably coach and help live a better life. That's who I'm looking for. But in order for me to start this business, I have to be okay. I have to be okay with saying, you know what? I don't know. These videos I post on YouTube, they don't get a ton of views, but I'm still posting, because I'll have occasionally 1 or 2 videos like that'll hit like 1,000 views, and that feels awesome. I'm getting out of my comfort zone by producing videos to share with you guys. I used to think, well, what if I film content and they don't like it? And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to film it. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to have fun doing it. I want to do this, and I know what I know is going to help somebody else. So I'm putting out videos like this to YouTube, and people will like it or they won't like it. But I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm pushing through this pain of what if I get haters? What if they, on one of these videos I posted on Instagram, this girl was like, don't categorize women or something like that. And I was like, what? And I was like, I'm sorry you didn't like that, but that video is not for you then. So you're going to get comments like that. And that can't stop you. On TikTok, I get made fun of on TikTok all the time. I don't care. It's just, and that one of these guys that made fun of me, he's following my TikTok account. So, all right, bro, I'm going to keep posting this stuff because I'm not letting these haters stop me from posting something that could potentially help somebody and build my life. This is me getting out of my comfort zone. My life's fucking awesome right now, and this is why. Because I'm doing things like going up and meeting girls I don't know, starting businesses that I've never started before, but I'm going to figure out along the way. And if you want to start this business, you just have to do it. You're not going to know what you're doing at first, but you just have to get started, okay? I promise you. I've been doing this since 2016, or working for myself. It's only going to get easier the more you do it, because you're going to be forced to figure out how to put fires out when they arise, okay? And when you put those fires out, you're going to be able to handle that the next time, and then the next time. It gets easier, bro, I promise. Third thing, the last one I'm going to talk about in this video is building new skills. New skills always improve your life, okay? And if we look at, let's say you work like a 9-to-5 job, but you work a sales job, and I think that's awesome because you can make a lot of money in sales. Well, in order to get out of your comfort zone in this example, if the way you were taught to sell isn't making you the money that you want to make right now, you need to go out of your way to find sales materials that's going to teach you better ways to sell. So one of the courses that I really advocate for is by Jeremy Miner, NEPQ. I've spent a couple $1,000s going through that. But if you want a cheaper version of that, let me pull it up right now. It's going to be right here. How to Sell the Way People Buy. Natural Selling. It's by a guy named Michael Oliver, I believe. Jeremy Miner was a student of Michael Oliver. Now, I want you guys to know that if you do buy this course, I think it's like $300 compared to like a couple thousand I spent on Jeremy's. Jeremy's is video courses with like downloadables and whatnot. I really like that. This course right here is all audio, so it's a little, it doesn't work for me. It might now because I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but that's just a heads up, okay? So, a lot of people think that selling is about solving problems. Well, what if you talk to somebody that doesn't have any problems? Then you can't sell them anything. But if you start taking other courses that can tell you how to find problems, if you can talk to a prospect that doesn't have a problem, but you know how to ask them deeper emotional questions that get them to elicit deeper emotional responses, now you can find out that they really do have problems, but they were only giving you surface level questions. Now you have something to sell them on, okay? So with pest control, for example, I love this because I get these fucking guys come to my house every couple of weeks and I love talking to them. Every single pest control guy that has ever came to my house knocked on the door and immediately started telling me about like their service. Well, we come out every 60 days instead of 90. We spray right here. We do stuff in the grass so the bugs don't touch the grass and ruin the grass. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. I pay for the most expensive package for my pest control right now. If I have a problem, I call them and they come out and fix it. I'm okay with that, right? But none of these people asked me if I liked my company and what would I change about them if I could, okay? That's a problem-finding question. What would you change about them if you could? Well, I still get spiders in my house. Like I've had 2 black widows in my house in the past since I've lived here, and then I get like spiders just randomly. Oh, okay, so spiders is an issue. Yeah, it is, and I'm paying all this money, and I still get fucking spiders. Well, what about the spiders is like bothering you? Like I know you just said you're paying all this money, but clearly the spiders is an issue. Why is that? See what I'm doing? I'm going deeper into why these spiders bother me. I'm in a wheelchair, and if my dog gets bit by a black widow, I can't just pick him up and take him to the dog hospital. So do you see what I mean? Sales is a problem-finding game first, but you're never going to know unless you go out and take courses to learn new information and then practice it in the real world with people on sales calls. And you're going to fuck up so many times, but the more you do it, the better you're going to get, the more confident you're going to get, the more money you're going to make, which means that you're going to be able to afford the things that you want to afford. Do you see where I'm going with this? If you choose to live a life where you're doing anything possible to not experience change, you're going to end up living a miserable life in the long run. You might, if you're a person right now watching this that thinks your life can be better, you are somebody that I want to have. You're the person I help coach. You're the person I help work on with mindset, with confident personal development. You're the type of guy that knows all you have to do is just go out and learn a new skill and then go and practice it. If you want to meet women, go up and meet new women. If you want to start a business, start the fucking business. If you want to get better at your job, learn skills that are going to help you get better at your job. Now, if you're paid 9 to 5, and if you're paid hourly or a salary, there's really only so much you can do because you're capped at that. But if you have a commission-based sales job, you can make as much money as you want. So I hope this video made sense as to why staying in your comfort zone leads to a miserable life. If you stay in your comfort zone, your life's not going to change. You're not going to live the life that you want to live. And now, if you do live the life you want to live right now, great. I don't know why you watched this video. This wasn't for you. You should have left a long time ago. But if you want to live a better life and you want some help doing it, then work with a coach like myself. There's plenty of us out there. There's plenty of us. All right? So if you are a guy that wants to get better at dating or relationships, so if you know you can improve in these areas, my new book is available. You're going to see a link in the description. Click it. You'll see a video on the next page. It's going to be me explaining how my book's going to help you with dating and relationships and why this book works so well. And if you think that's for you, pick it up. Same thing with my coaching, man. If you want to work with me one-on-one so we can really fast track your life, same thing applies. Click the link in the description. You'll see a video on the next page. What kind of problems I help people with, why my coaching works so well, and how my coaching is going to help you specifically. Hey, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, and I'll see you guys in the next one.